Have you ever gotten so tired and bored of crafting solid biofuel by hand that you actually dozed off while doing it? Well, as soon as I'm finished filling out these biomass burners with solid biofuel, I'm going to show you guys how I like to automate my process. When I told you I fell asleep while waiting for this stuff to craft, I wasn't joking. The process of automating solid biofuel isn't that difficult, doesn't take a lot of space. I'm going to set up a 3x6 area of foundations to place all my structures, and it's not really expensive to set up or super expensive power-wise to go with. And we're going to fill in these bottom foundations just to close the gap and make it look a little bit better. This isn't going to be lined up perfect, but we're going to start out with a couple constructors. It's going to be a constructor, and then we're going to have an empty foundation, and then on the other side, another constructor. Those are going to be just for biomass itself. Then we're going to place two more constructors, and those will be for the solid biofuel. Now at the beginning and the end of this process, we're going to place 3 storage containers side by side. The first 2 are going to be facing towards the constructors to feed into them. And then the third one will be in the opposite direction. And then we're going to connect all of the constructors and the storage containers together with at least a Mark II belt. And then we're going to place a merger if I can ever get to it. There we go. This is to merge the 2 lines of solid biofuel together to lead them into the third storage container. For the outputs from the constructor to the merger, you can use Mark I belts. If you want, you can always use the rule of 2s to get the conveyors to where they're perfect 90s, but I'm hopefully not going to need this very long. And then we're going to connect the merger to the third storage container. Now this is where we set the biomass and the solid biofuel up with the constructors themselves. You want one line as leave input, and then the other one, like this one over here, set up as wood input. The solid biofuel is only 120 per minute, whereas the wood side biomass puts out 300 per minute. So right now we're going to be wasting power if we keep it at 100%. So we need to go learn how to overclock as well as underclock our machines. Fortunately, there's a couple power slugs that are nearby, and we're going to go ahead and adventure to get those. This is going to be the easiest one for us to get right now.
This semi-slug seems to emit unfamiliar energy readings, which could
I know there are a couple
potentially be
nearby,
retrofitted into
but
fixed
they're a little
technology.
guarded, so we're going to have to do a little bit of fighting. Not the greatest at melee combat, so you're going to get to watch me miss a lot, get knocked around quite a bit, but eventually get some kills in. The Awesome Sync's really going to love the fruits of my labor today. This one up here has got 2 guardians, so I thought I was going to be able to sneak. Not so well. I managed to take one out, and I thought that I missed the other one, but apparently I think I have a strong suspicion he fell off the cliff. And now we acquire number 2 power slug. Number 3 was pretty easy to get as well. I didn't have to fight anything this time. Number 4 is guarded by the spitter over here, so we're going to have to deal with it with quickness. Number 4 acquired. The only thing in between me and my base are these two guys, so we're going to have to deal with them real quick. I don't know if he's glitched out or trying to hide from me, but I dealt with him pretty quick, and quick enough that his buddy over there didn't even realize that I was fighting someone. Oh look, the body of the one that fell off the cliff. Really don't know if I'm glitching out or if I'm just scaring him. Now that we're back to base, we can complete our research that we need to. Gotta complete the blue power slugs first. Then head back to the crafting bench and craft the ones that we have. Gotta go back to the MAM, and then we're gonna use one of the power slugs to learn how to overclock production as well as underclock production. We have to change the biomass output of the biomass constructor to that of the biomass input for the solid biofuel constructor. Double check to make sure that you are using a Mark II belt, and then change the output to 120 per minute. You can use the slider like I am here, or just type the number in, which is faster. We're going to go ahead and place our power poles. We need 2 of them to run all 4 machines at the same time. And at the back, we're going to place another one to add and join everything together on the grid. And after we get everything connected to the grid, we'll be able to automate our solid biofuel finally. There's one problem. We really don't have a lot of resources to put in here right now. So yeah, it's going to work, but not at optimum efficiency. Also, don't forget to make this a Mark II belt. I didn't have enough reinforced iron plates, so I had to go back, make some, a lot of them for other reasons, and then head back and upgrade it to the Mark II. And now it's time to break out the chainsaw and be a lumberjack for a little bit. I found some bauxite, so I decided, let's harvest it, even though I have no clue what it's used for still. Now we're going to be picking up a bunch of leaves, cutting down trees. Dealing with random spitters up here. Just more food for the awesome sink. These things really have no problem shooting you in the back, do they? I decided to go ahead and grab the artifact even though they serve no purpose, because them speaking when you're nearby just makes my skin crawl. And now it's time to fill my inventory with wood and leaves. Let's throw the wood and the leaves in the respective storage containers and it'll start doing its thing. I forgot that the leaf side biomass constructor only puts out 60 per minute, so we have to underclock the solid biofuel constructor down to 50%. And the power usage goes from 4 megawatts down to 1.6. If you enjoyed the video, please smash that like and subscribe button, share it to your friends, and let me know what you think.